So today I'm gonna talk to you about the Wagyu culture. So I'm gonna make first a brief introduction of why it is important to get to know different cultures all around the world. Then I'm gonna talk about the Wagyu culture, then some traditions they have. After that, I want to talk about handicrafts, and later about like the actual problems that they are living nowadays. So okay, so the first one, why it is important to get to know different cultures all around the world. So it is important because it makes you develop empathy. It also expands the worldview. It provides contact with diversity, and it makes you more comprehensive and inclusive. And being inclusive is very important thing to do in these days. Also, it lets you get to know like the origins of the world and of your own country, and that's like really interesting and important to get to know. And well, this is like personal, but I think that it is important to get to know the origin, the cultures of your own country first, and then get to know like other countries' cultures. And that's why I chose to work with the Wagyu culture. So now, well, the Wagyu culture are an indigenous American group. They live, as you can see in the map, in the northern part of Colombia and on the western north part of Venezuela. This community believes that relationships are fundamental. Also, they are great storytellers. They are very known by their handicrafts. They make a lot of handicrafts, such as bracelets, necklaces, hammocks, and mochilas, which are known by Wagyu bags. I'm gonna talk about this later, but they are like beautiful. And also, this culture has a lot of legends, of myths, of stories, and of traditions. Now I'm gonna talk to you about two specific traditions. The first one is called encierro, that is known as isolation time. You can see, and it's when the girl stops being a child and converts into a woman. So this happens when she has her first period, and in that moment she's isolated for an entire year. And in that year, she learned how to wave, also how to cook, and how to do like different domestic labors. And after that year ends, she returns to the community. They make a big party, and it means that she's ready to get a husband. So all the families start to search for a husband and everything. And the second tradition is the Jonah. The Jonah is their typical dance, and through this dance, they search for social balance and also for collective solidarity. And also, this dance represents like the relationship between the cosmos and the human. And for them, the cosmos is like everything. It's everything, everything. They believe that everything, like the gods and everything, are in the cosmos, are the cosmos. So, okay, yeah. And as you can see here in the picture, they have like specific costumes. Like, for example, the woman wear a dress. Um, okay, now about the handicrafts. So, before they use a technique called crochet. That technique, well, some women still use crochet, and other has changed because of colonization and everything. And well, now I'm gonna talk about the Wagyu bag specifically because, as I mentioned, it's the iconic item for them. The Wagyu's bag are known all around the world. They are beautiful, as you can see here in the pictures. They are unique, and literally, they are unique. Like every Wagyu bag has a story behind everyone. So the Wagyu's bags are made of cotton. They are colorful and they have, as you can see, these patterns. These patterns are called canas, and each kana has a name and also a meaning, and yeah, a meaning. And also behind every design you can see here, and every design the white woman with, there is a story to tell. So it has a lot of meaning and significance behind every Wagyu bag. And also in the Wagyu community, they said that the more you wave and the better technique you have, the more respect you are going to have within the community. So it's like really, really important to know how to weave and make like beautiful items. And finally, I'm gonna talk to you about like the actual problems that the Wagyu community are facing nowadays. They're really, really sad. The main of it is that the government and also citizens are like the oblivion of the government and the citizens towards the Wagyu community. Yeah, and also, well, the geographic zone where they are, there is no water. There are a lot of droughts, so they're completely like obligated, and people don't care about them. It's like really sad, and also the corruption is a really like a strong topic because the money that is designated for them, the government of La Guajira use that money in trips, in building houses for them, in everything else that isn't for like for the purpose the money was destined for. So it's like really sad to see that. And finally, another thing is that the wagyu bags they sold, and in general, in generally the handicrafts they make, they don't sell them at the price they should have. So they are not receiving the real price of the object. They are receiving much more less. And that's because they don't have education, they don't have knowledge, they don't know anything. So they only go out and like in with any stranger, they say, okay, you want this? Yeah, 10,000 pesos. Okay. But everyone knows that the mochila, the bag, doesn't cost that. Like, so it's like really sad, but especially it's because of the government oblivion towards them. And I think that that should be changed in order to give them like opportunities because they are a great uh, culture. And I have the opportunity to travel there once, and they are like excellent people. So I think it's a really, really nice culture, and that we have to give them opportunities such as the ones that we had. Thank you.